Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me Akansha and I am back with a video for you guys. So I know I haven't been active on YouTube for a long time now because I was really busy with my exams and my assignments. There are still few left, but here I am posting a video for you guys. So this video is an informative video and topic of my video is monthly expenses as an international student living in the UK. This video will help you a lot to plan your own expenses if you're coming to the UK and to get a rough idea that how much would you spend in a month. So let's get started. Also, this is my first time shooting a video for you guys outside my room because it's a good sunny day today and I really wanted to show you how good it is when it's sunny outside and we are really enjoying the sun and taking all the vitamin D. So yeah, I'll just start now. I have divided the monthly expenses into 5 different parts and I'll be talking about that in the video. So first thing that I have mentioned is the rent. So rent will take up the majority of the portion of your savings or of the salary that you will be getting from the part-time job. Rent can take about 350, that is the minimum, 350 pounds to 600 pounds or more based on the room that you select. There are a range of room options that you can select from Unite Student Accommodation. So you can select either non-ensuite room or ensuite room, or you can go for studio apartments, and the rent will rise as per your room choices. A good thing about living with Unite Student is that all the electricity charges and the heating charges are included in the rent. Also, they are running an offer right now where you can get a cashback of £200 whenever you book with Unite Student Properties. But those are some selected properties. I'll be mentioning the properties in the description box and you can have a look there. But some of the properties are such as properties in Liverpool, Aberdeen where I live, Coventry, Atlantic Point and Manchester. For more information, you can see my description box and you can book the properties. The next big chunk of money that you will be spending is on the groceries. So you can spend around £100 to £120 or sometimes £150 if you are on a grocery shopping. And if you go in an Indian store to buy groceries, you can get a lot of Indian options such as Indian pulses, chapati, parathas, and rice, flour, everything, and our good Indian snacks. And trust me guys, you'll be spending a lot of money there. Also, I have a very cool hack for you guys. So with the money that you'll be getting after you book an accommodation with Unite Students, that is £200 cashback. So you can use that money to buy your groceries for a month or maybe for 2 months. Trust me guys, every little thing counts. The third thing is the bus pass. So I always try to go to my uni or my work by foot as my Unite Student Accommodation is very centralized. But if you decide to buy a bus pass, so the daily charges for a bus pass is £450 and it depends on the region. From which region are you taking the bus? Also, if you go for monthly passes or yearly passes, it would be more cheaper for you. I have written down the cost for the monthly pass and it is around £76, that is the minimum, £200 or more. It totally depends on the region. See guys, there's a bus going behind me, so yeah, I just wanted to show you that. And I also wanted to tell you that I live in Aberdeen and there are 2 bus services that are very famous here. So first is the first bus and the second is Stagecoach. So the ticket prices will differ as per the bus service you opt for and as per your region. The fourth thing is shopping. So I love shopping and I spend a lot of money on that. It depends on person to person how much you will be spending on shopping. It might be the case that you don't like to shop. I usually spend around £50 to £70 per month on shopping, such as clothes, shoes and other things as well. It could be sometimes more and could be sometimes less, depends on your mood and whatever you are shopping for. The fifth and the last part is eating out. So if you want, you can save a lot of money by not eating out, but if you still decide to eat out, it can take around £10 to £25 per meal for you if you are planning to eat out with your friends. It could be more, it could be less, depending on where you choose to go. So I have only added per meal charges for the month and I'm not added more than that. So if you are going out more than once in a month, you can add it to your expenses, otherwise you can just skip that portion. I guess that's all expenses as an international student living in the UK, and now we'll be calculating the monthly expenses, and I'll be attaching a screenshot here for you for your reference. And I'll be attaching a screenshot for you for your reference. In total, you'll be spending around £586, that is the minimum, to £915 or more, and it depends totally on your personal choices. If you're working part-time, it would help you earn around £900 to £1,000 per month if you work 20 hours per week, and if you get the minimum wage, that has increased up to £12.21 now, so it would help you to earn around this much. With that money, you can easily pay your rent and manage your monthly expenses. And if you want to save money, you can just try not to spend a lot of money on shopping and eating out, and then you can save money for your future. So guys, this was all from my side on monthly expenses as an international student living in the UK. I hope you find this video helpful and you'll be planning your expenses wisely. All the best to all of you who are planning to come to UK for further studies, and I hope you do well, and meet you soon in next video. Till then, bye.